All right, I'm back, bitches, and I'm here to give you another review. Now, it's a day late because, as some of you may know, I have a little something coming up this weekend, so I got a lot going on. Um, but I decided to take 10 minutes out of my precious time to give you guys a good review. I know some of you thought I was scared to give a review this week because I got my ass whooped by Pez. That is not the case. I just do not have time. But that being said, let's jump into it. So I'm kind of doing this Chris style. Didn't prepare anything, so I'm just going off what I see here in the league. So let's jump into the standings, the fresh standings coming into this week. We got Josh and AJ at the top, both 6-1. AJ is ahead of him by only 7.5 points, so Josh could easily jump him. They look like almost a lock for the playoffs, which means we only got 2 spots left. We got Pez at 5-2, the lone 5-2 team. Then we got Justin at 4-3, the lone 4-3 team. Then we got me and Fogel, both at 3-4. Fogel currently has more points than me. And then we got the rest who probably don't have a shot at the playoffs. Mark, Chris, Chevy, and Timmy all at 2-5 in that order. Yeah, their teams just blow. Moving on to the matchups now. Like I don't know if I said this, but didn't have a lot of time to do awards, so I don't really have awards. But right off the bat, that Rodney King Award, it's close between Chris and Chevy, but I think Chris has it at about 72 he got beat by. Yeah. Chris, you got whooped by 72 points. Your team laid an egg just like mine. We'll get into that in a second. And as far as top scorers, let's see. Looks like the top scorer of the week was Patty Mahomes, 32.8 on Justin's team. Josh with Kareem Hunt, close second, 32.1. All right, let's just get into the matchups. Let's get mine over with real quick. My team sucked this week. Kirk Cousins was my only player in double digits at 17.5. David Johnson, looking like a bust. Well, hopefully he can turn it around now that they finally fired their shitty offensive coordinator. When I need him most, Joe Mixon didn't do very well. Negative game script. The Chiefs were fucking them on Sunday night, so only 5 points. I read somewhere that Andy Dalton is like 0-13 in primetime games, so he just does terrible in primetime. So Tyler Boyd didn't do me very well. Keenan Allen, he can't get in the end zone this year. I traded for him. Gronk was a late scratch. Had to pick up Jordan Reed. Only got me 4 points. Sony got hurt early. Cardinals D sucked. Graham Gano only got a chance to kick 2 kicks. Just terrible. Meanwhile, Pez had double digits from 5 players. He continues to be the defense whisperer. 16 points from the Colts defense. Pretty good. Tariq Cohen is looking like the only back that matters in Chicago. Tyreek Hill scores a touchdown every week. Kerryon Johnson's looking like he's coming into his own. I think I traded you him, Pez, so you're welcome. You beat me with my own player. And Brady, of course, 21 points. Well done, Pez. It was 103.9 to 49.3. That might be one of the lowest scores in the league's history, so it's pretty bad, but I'm not worried. I think my team's strong enough to turn it around. Moving on, we got Muju Juju Mark on a 2-game win streak. His team had a pretty good day. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of his 9 players in double digits. Cam only had like 0 points. He had like 0 or 1 point going into the third quarter in that game, and he ended up going off in the fourth quarter, getting marked 25 points. Saquon's looking like a stud. Funchess got in the end zone. I can't even believe Mark started him. John Brown looking good. Landry was playing the worst defense in the league, the Bucs, so he got 15 points. Texans D against fucking Bortles. That was a good call, 15. And then Greg the Leg back in action, getting 13 points. On the other side, Chris, your team is almost as bad as mine. Jesus Christ. Goff was your only double-digit scorer, 16.5 points. And just, wow, your team kind of sucks, Chris. Well, you did have Melvin Gordon, the late scratch. Fournette's been hurt. Baldwin on a bye. Connor and Bell Connor on a bye. Yeah, dude. So you didn't have much. You didn't have many options, and they pretty much sucked. Eckler, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't do better with Melvin Gordon out. Buck Allen only had I think he had 1 carry, but he got a couple catches apparently. Just pretty terrible all around for Chris. Moving on, AJ versus Fogel. Fogel almost pulled it out, but thanks to Gurley, that's the only reason AJ's team is any good. Rivers got him 20. Gurley got him 26. Lindsey got him 15. Vikings D got him 14. Those are his double-digit players. Fogel, Jameis got 20. Kamara had 13. Shady, that's what killed you, buddy. He went out early with an injury, only 0.1 points, and you have Marlon Mack on your bench with almost 30. Ouch. Evans, Cooks, Burton, Murray, all getting double digits, looking good. Just not enough to beat AJ Fogel. Sorry, AJ stays on top. Moving on, Josh versus Timmy. Josh's team is staying strong, man. Matt Ryan, Kareem Hunt, Tevin Coleman, Thielen, Ertz, Prater, all in the double digits. He had 32 from Kareem Hunt. Timmy put up a solid score. It's not, I was going to say the Timmy bye, but, Flacco, Miller, Kittle, Shepard, Redskins, all getting in the double digits. You would have been me, so congrats, Timmy. You actually put up a solid score. Josh's team is looking just as strong as AJ's, so could come down to those two in the end. And last matchup, we got Justin versus Chevy. I talked to Chevy today, asked him why we haven't heard from him in a while, because he said his team is garbage. That's why we haven't heard from him. Justin put up the highest score of the week, 145.9. That's really fucking good in a standard league. 32 from Mahomes, 21 from White, 13 from Michael Thomas. T.Y. had 14, Njoku had 11, 12 from Yeldon, 24 from the Rams D, 13 from Dan Bailey. Pretty solid stuff there. He pointed out that he has the most points in the league right now. Chevy had Drake finally do something, 14 points. Odell and DeAndre were in double digits, and that's it. The rest of his team kind of pooped the big one. And that does it for the matchups this week. Let's look at next week matchups. We got me versus Timmy. I need a big win against the Timmy bye. Right now, I'm projected to beat him by 20 points. Hopefully, that comes to fruition because I need a win bad to stay in this. Chris versus Justin. Justin is now projected only to beat Chris by 3 points. I actually hope that Chris pulls the upset because I need Justin to lose and we'd have the same record. Mark versus Pez. Can Mark keep his winning streak alive? I hope he does. He's projected to win actually by 4 points. Let me take a look at this matchup here. If it loads. Yeah, I mean, Mark's team is not bad. He's got Pez beat a lot of positions, so I mean, I hope he pulls it out. Next, Fogel and Chevy. I hope Chevy pulls the upset. He is actually also projected to beat Fogel as well. I know projections don't matter. But yeah, I mean, should be a pretty good matchup. Let's see. I don't know if Fogel's really going to play Shady still. He'll probably play Ingram or something. I don't know. Or maybe he'll play Mac and throw another receiver in there. We'll see. And then lastly, we got AJ versus Josh. And this is the battle of the top two, man. I mean, they're projected the exact same. AJ's projected 102.1. Josh is projected 102. This is going to be a hell of a matchup. Josh desperately needed a flex. He's dealing with some bye week problems. So if AJ wins, you could blame it on the bye week, Josh. Yeah, that does it, guys. If anybody wants to take over, Chris or anybody can really do it. I don't think I got the okay to broadcast live from Puerto Rico next week, so I'm gonna delegate that to somebody. Hit me up if you want to do it. See y'all Saturday. Peace.